Okay, y'all, JC here to give my review for episode 7 of Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. And man, good episode, very good episode. A moment of silence for Zeppeli, man. Okay, that's long enough. Zeppeli, man, his death this episode was really touching, man. It was probably the most emotional thing to happen in this series, in this anime thus far. I mean, even though we didn't get to meet, even though Zeppeli has been around for a long time, you still feel for him when he dies. I mean, the OST they played during his death was really fitting. It really, set the mood for what was happening. And he knew what was going to happen to him. He knew his fate, and he accepted it. He went in there like a boss, and he accepted his fate. And I respect that. I really do respect that. And, man, you can just tell that Jojo and Speedwagon are really hurt by his death. I mean, he was the man who pretty much motivated them on this crusade. I mean, Jojo, he was already motivated to defeat Dio, but without Zeppeli, man, he wouldn't have been able to develop the ripple. He wouldn't have been able to make it as far, at least. So he owes a lot to Zeppeli. And right before he dies, Zeppeli passes along his ripple energy, his life energy to Jojo, his successor. And that right there, as you see him getting old, as you see his hair starting to gray and stuff, man, you start to realize, the sentimental value that has. And, it really is touching. So, I really love that moment right there, man. And Jojo, full of rage, proceeds to beat the living shit out of Tarkus, which he deserved, man, because Tarkus, man, that's this motherfucker, Tarkus. He deserved everything he got, man. Jojo pwned him, man. He disintegrated him into nothingness. And it's just a really bittersweet moment, man, this episode, man. It really is. And later on, they had to... Wait, before that. Oh, shit. Before that, I almost forgot. This scene that I've been wanting to see. So, we see this part with Dio. He's in, like, this castle. And there's this woman there with this baby. And you're thinking, what's up with this? Oh, no, is he going to kill both of them? What's going to happen? And the woman, she's pleading to Dio, please, spare my child. I don't care what you do to me. Just please spare my child. And Dio says, he swears that neither he or his minions will lay a finger on her child. And then he proceeds to turn into a zombie. And in a very cruel twist, when she turns into a zombie, she proceeds to eat her child. That is very gruesome. And of course, it's censored. I knew it was going to get censored, but I don't know if it's going to be completely uncensored on the DVD when it gets released, but that part right there, I knew for sure was going to get censored, because in the manga, I'm not even going to mention what it was like in the manga, but I knew that part was going to get censored. It really solidifies how much of a dick Dio is. Dio is a dick with a capital D. And then later on, as Jojo and Speedwagon head into Wind Nights, they come across... Well, first they come across this guy who apparently is a friend of Poco and knows his sister. And he appears to be alright, but the moment they turn their backs, boom! Turns to a zombie and starts trying to attack them with this long rape tongue. Like a weird, long, tentacle tongue. I mean, the kind of shit that you see in, like, horror movies. That shit right there. And, Jojo beats the shit off him. And then comes along this guy who proceeds to attack Jojo. But then it's revealed that he was, an acquaintance of Zeppeli. And then we see Tompati, Zeppeli's master, who have come along. They were messaged by Zeppeli to, aid them in defeating the Stone Mask. So these guys are here now, and now they're ready to face off against Dio. So next week's episode is going to be that I can already tell. It's called Blood Match, Jojo and Dio. So you already know that next week's episode is going to be fucking awesome. But this episode, major feels, man. R.I.P. Zeppeli, man. I just have no words to express how emotional that scene was. But overall, very good episode. So this has been JC. Keep on keeping on. Comment, rate, subscribe if you feel like it. And I'll catch you guys again next time. Peace and have a good day.